All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Gun! Watch you now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
No, check, Patriot! Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Gun!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right.
6 guy, check 6 guy.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Check 3.
A first down throw, Darnold. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braxton Berrios with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Four down, check.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Tight left. Three down. Come on!
Looking to throw on second down. Flowers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Back to throw. Flowers setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Oh, yeah!
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
To throw on second down is Darnold.
Ship!
Completes it right side to Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times you run.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, Flowers. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Flowers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 4 down. Come on.
Looking to throw. Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Darnold on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to...
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They face a second and 7 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist! Twist, twist! Detroit! Detroit! Check 31. Detroit! Detroit! Watch twist! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the 50, it's Darnold. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. First down, it's Darnold. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw. Flowers. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go!
Throwing on first down. Flowers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, you got 3. Come on,
Looking to throw. Flowers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. New York set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. I got you, son. I got you. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check. Patriot. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Over. Hot.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Over.
Darnold from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Patriots. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 1st and 10, Flowers over the middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Flowers. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And a loose football. And the Jets have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Ship.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and
Watch
10.
him now, Barney. Barney.
He's coming. Double up.
Over.
2nd down and 10. Darnold flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it. And caught by Cooper for a Jets touchdown.
No.
Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way
Yeah,
around.
but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
3 down.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Flowers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
3 down, 3 down. Hey,
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. Flowers going up top. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Watch it now, Barney.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Flush to his right.
Yo.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Detroit!
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Bailey got the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick this one away. Now it's Ellington to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
I don't think you got it, son.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Darnold down to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
I got you. Double tight. 4 down.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
Here we go.
But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Flowers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was looking for Gronk that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Detroit.
And they got 3
Now,
yards.
lucky
That's
56,
enough. A
lucky
conversion,
56.
and now it's 1st and goal.
Over.
Now it's Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Single receiver. Hey, you're
Gun.
check. Fresno.
Hut.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he spins through. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
3 down.
Operating from the gun. Flowers. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This is Michel on the counter. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Double tight. Hey.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flowers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
3 down.
Looking to throw. Flowers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty
Watch
seats?
it now, Barney.
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
All right,
The
now,
road
look
to
at
be
56.
fairly clear.
Look at
That is
56.
one
We have to
positive.
leave
Watch
the
it now,
booth.
Barney. Gun!
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target it again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyler Fackrell able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Detroit!
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Darnold. And some room to roam now. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 83 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Bailey now to kick this one away. Now it's Ellington to return. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On the ground, Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, Flowers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Over! Watch you now, Barney! Watch you now, Barney!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Over! Stay with your man!
Now Darnold. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Gun!
Darnold on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lay down.
Detroit!
Throwing again is Darnold. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
59's Mike. Check, 59.
Watch you now, Barney! Gun!
Again, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Gun! Over!
To the air again, Darnold. Able to shake him off. And that will be incomplete as well.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Flowers setting up the screen for Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
You got three down.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Flowers quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 2nd down. Flowers. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Flowers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
To throw again. Flowers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. New England on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got 3.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Flowers. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
59.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Eluding the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Another shot from the
All right, now,
9
lucky
on
56,
second and goal.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On first and 10, Flowers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight, guys, double tight. Hey, guys, check me out, check me
Here we go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flowers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Over! Gun!
And Darnold wants to throw the football, escaping the pressure right.
Watch the twist.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Gun!
Here I come.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
2nd down and 10. Darnold flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike's 59.
No. Check. Patriot!
He's scared. Check 31.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, You might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Back to throw Darnold and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Jets, they continue to cruise.
you.